Well, it's been a while since I've made a soap specifically for the males, and I've used this fragrance before and really like it. It's just, it's on the softer end. It's not really strong. And by that I mean it doesn't have really sharp notes. It's really pleasant. So let me blend my usual clay and sodium lactate and oils. And I'm soaping at about 73 degrees today. Let's get the lye solution in there. Now this one says that there's slight acceleration. So slight I can work with. If I can use that leather fragrance that really speeds up, I can do this. I'm going to keep it really fluid, and this is why I'm soaping at a low temperature. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I think I will add my fragrance just before I use it. I'm going to blend the colors and then whisk in the fragrance. It's another way to keep it from accelerating before the pour. For me, activated charcoal also thickens the soap pretty quickly, and this has a considerable amount in there, so I'm going to be prepared. But I'm going to do an in the pot swirl so I can do that really quickly before I pour it. And let's get the activated charcoal plus nocturnal mica. I find that that gives me a nice black. So let's just incorporate that mica and activated charcoal. Still a really, really light trace there. And I'm going to use the frother, not just because that's what fits in these little cups, but because it'll keep it from accelerating. How are we doing here? That's it, that's pretty good. Let's get the fragrance in there. Save a little bit for the colors as well. Stir that in well. Doing okay. Since I'm not going to blend the fragrance in, and since it's behaving itself, I'm going to stir until I see a light trace going on there. I'm going to scrape the sides. Beautiful black. Okay, let's get the other colors mixed with their fragrance. Still doing well. Okay, I need a little bit more trace than that, so I'm going to go back with the blender. There's my trace. Froth this up. Okay, so in the pot swirl, it's nice now. Okay, let's get this out of there for a sec. We'll just start with the green. I usually do this circumference of the bowl pour. Let's see. Let's do the classic quadrant-like thing. It's not a quadrant, actually, it's in thirds. Saving some of all of these for the top. And just do some cutting through stirs. Let's see what that does. Well, it's a relatively easy soap considering that it didn't really accelerate. And this smells very good. Okay, let's get the colors in there. I think I'll start with the green like I started pour with, and let's just kind of dribble this. So if you've seen a lot of the making of like a male use soap, it's really a lot less fussy. So this is pretty easy soap with not so much fuss, but with some color still. And colors are generally on the cooler end of the color spectrum. I've got this gold. And I saw something right in here that made me think of how I want to swirl this with a chopstick, and I think I want just spirals. That looks good. Fairly simple. And a little bit of shimmer in that gold as well. So yeah, I'm happy about that. And we'll bring you back for the cut. Very curious, as always. Green line, that's cool. I think the patterns will drastically change with each cut. We'll see. Oh, that's cool. I really like the combination of the activated charcoal and the black mica. It's like, it's more, what do I want to say, consistent. Well, that's cool. Certainly smells great. So this was basically an in the pot swirl, and then I cut through the stirring of the bowl with the sharp end of the spatula. Just the right colors. Just enough swirls to make it interesting and fun. So I've been making more soap lately. It's kind of fun. I really like those fine lines. So I've already made 2 other soaps, and I'm trying to remember how thick this batter was when I swirled it. Wow, that is pretty cool. They're all very different, but they all have that thin line of a swirl through the bar. And there's another video for you. Have fun doing that, although editing takes a while. But I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. I like that right in there. It was a good idea to use this really vivid blue, because I considered a darker blue, but this really shows up much nicer. Alright people, thanks for watching, thanks for your comments, thanks for your purchases on the website at vibrantsoap.com, and for visiting my Instagram page at Vibrant Soap. And I think you'll like the next soaps coming up too. So subscribe so you get the notifications for that, and we'll see you next time. Okay, I didn't do a making of this one because I made one not too long ago, but it was very popular and I love it myself, so I would like to have a bar. So this is pretty similar to the first one that I did. I wanted to make it maybe a little more bold because it is a bold fragrance. And I cut this one awkwardly. I left the face of it on there, but that looks pretty cool. Let's get another one cut. If you saw the making of, and that's maybe 5 soaps back, not quite sure. I colored this all with natural colorants, so there's the turmeric right there, and there's natural soap color, French black clay, and what else was there? Oh, there is some TD in there, but then the other color is moringa powder, or moringa tea. And the way I got the inspiration for the design of this was when we went to the Galapagos in December and saw some groves of Palo Santo trees, and they weren't in leaf at that time, so there was this twist of branches, and that's the image that I walked away with. So these are kind of the colors that stuck in my mind as well. And I just kind of took a chance with the design of it, the way I swirled it with the hanger tool. It was almost like, gosh, am I swirling it too much? But it really does simulate that tangle of branches that I saw. So if I remember, I'm going to put a link to that video when I made it before, because it's pretty similar to what I did this time. I really like the fragrance. It's hard to really describe, but some people say that. So yeah, some people liken it to frankincense, and definitely is in that category. I think it's a little more herbaceous than that, but nonetheless it's a great scent, and I prefer it over frankincense. Not that I dislike that, but I think this one is a little sweeter, a little more alluring, meaning that makes you want to go back and sniff it over and over again. So I thought you might like to see the cutting of this one. Kind of doing double time with my soap making too. And this I'll probably put with the making of another soap too. So anyway, hope you're all well. Short video, at least this part of it is, and we'll see you next time. Bye everybody.